Okay. Hi everybody, this is Hannah from Stellar Kind Oracle coming at you with another Pick a Pile reading. Today's reading is going to be what is coming next for you. So I do have 3 piles for you to choose from, as well as 3 different crystals that are marking each one if you would prefer to choose that way. The 3 crystals I have are first this chrysocolla. Second pile is clear quartz. And then third pile is this jade turtle. Alright, so go ahead and pause the video if you need a little bit of time to choose your pile. And I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Alright, pile 1 with the chrysocolla crystal rock. Put that over here. Alright, so what is coming next for you? First card is, the Phoenix. Second, we have the Sun reversed. All right, we have the 3 of Wands reversed. The 8 of Cups. And the King of Cups reversed. We have the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. That's exciting. We have jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. We have self-esteem, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. And then finally, we have the Father. Okay. So give me a second here. Some exciting stuff happening. Okay. So what is coming next for you? Pile 1. It seems to be a period of rebirth, of reawakening. And there's a couple of indicators of that here. The biggest one has got to be the Phoenix. Again, that's a pretty universal symbol for rising again from a period of a little bit more darkness, from the ashes, from something that maybe didn't go the way you were expecting, and instead of letting that be your destiny, moving into something better, awakening into a version of yourself that is better, that has more self-esteem and feels more powerful. We have the Phoenix, and then we also have the blue flame. Again, it says spontaneous awakening and activation, indicating again that theme of really quickly getting into a new mindset and a new way of being. I am seeing here that you may have been feeling a little down in the dumps. We do have the Sun reversed, and this is an astrology card. It's from the Astro Essentia Oracle deck. So it's not necessarily read the same way as the tarot sun, but I'm going to choose to read it at least partially in that way. The sun reversed in the tarot shows a period of maybe some pessimism, feeling a little bit hopeless, and not completely seeing all the good around you. Looking at it from an astrology lens, it is more that the sun is representative of ego. So you may have been feeling, maybe right now, because we haven't quite gotten to this awakening energy yet, maybe right now you're feeling a little unsure of yourself, of who you are, what you're supposed to be doing. Again, with self-esteem here as well, there could be a lack of feeling good about who you are, and not being sure where to go next. Kind of a lack of identity in a sense, but it could also just be a period of time where things were not, you weren't seeing the future, you weren't seeing how your next steps were going to unfold. But again, I'm feeling that energy is going to very quickly change, and you are going to be walking away from past disappointments, maybe that past lack of self-esteem, something that was emotionally holding you back. You are in the process of walking away from it, and you will be getting to this place of self-love. With the King of Cups reversed, it is about finding some emotional fulfillment within yourself, examining your emotional insides in a sense, examining just why maybe you have been feeling this way, why you've been feeling down in the dumps or low on yourself. And you are going to be able to take the momentum of that self-reflection and make it something really powerful. Again, you have the Phoenix and the Blue Flame, both kind of with this imagery of something like bursting into flame, and then a new being, a new you emerging from it. You also have Jump In. Ooh, there we go. Kind of a similar energy to the Eight of Cups, where you are moving away, really choosing to go on a new journey here. And for some of you, it may be a spiritual awakening, just with the blue flame here. But for the majority of you, it seems like it's an awakening of self, of feeling good in yourself, and of realizing you are this father archetype. In this reading, I am reading this as kind of equivalent to the Emperor in the tarot. And it's showing that you are moving into a period of being really stable and being steady and authoritative and knowing exactly what you are doing. Right now, you may be kind of, in this unsure energy, because this is what is coming next. I do feel like this is going to change really quickly. So you may still be in this kind of like before moving into the new journey, in this Eight of Cups kind of disappointment, just kind of feeling down type of zone. But again, really quickly, you are going to be getting into a space of high self-esteem and just feeling really good about yourself. Maybe realizing that you need to fill up your own cup first, with this King of Cups reversed, and show yourself some self-love. Show yourself that you have the capability to be this phoenix and to rise from whatever is going on now. You, it is pretty clear in the future that you are going to really have that burst of passion. We also do have quite a bit of yellow in this card, so that also makes sense. That is correlated with the solar plexus chakra, which has to do with developing bravery and being really sure of yourself and putting yourself out there. And I do see that happening for you, Pile 1. That is what is coming next. Moving away from kind of more dreary energy into a really powerful shift in how you see yourself and knowing your worth. Knowing that you are capable of taking control of your life and being this authoritative father archetype in your own life, of as opposed to having someone else telling you who you are and what you should be doing, or even feeling like unable to get into this father or emperor role because, again, you haven't been sure about where you're going next, what you're supposed to be doing. But what is coming next is going to be a really powerful shift and transformation. So if you have a clue on how and when this transformation is going to happen, the advice here is to jump in again, to really go for it. Burn away whatever was holding you back, and activate your own sense of self and ego. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this over, just get a more positive flow in that energy. Again, it's both a flow of getting you into a more optimistic, powerful, cheerful energy, and also solidifying in yourself that really grounded ego type of view of your personality. And I'm saying ego in a again, kind of emperor way, not in a limiting ego, kind of like being self-centered, not that type of way, more so being really firm in who you are, having this firm foundation, and being stable in your sense of self, in who you are as a person. And not only stable, but having good things to say about yourself, being stable in who you feel like you are, and then also feeling good about it with that self-esteem. You know, this affirmation might be helpful as well right now. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. If you really don't see this Phoenix energy happening quite yet, it could be beneficial just to remind yourself that you, even if things are a little bit rocky right now, or you're facing a lot of uncertainty, you have something within you that is going to be powerful, and is really going to solidify your powers and gifts and your ability to move into the future with a stable sense of self. I do feel like I'm being a little bit redundant in this reading, but it's a pretty clear message of moving away from this uncertainty and into self-love, self-esteem, and stability in self. And again, I do feel like it's going to happen quickly. You might have like an opportunity that suddenly clears this energy out, or it could be just very internal. It could be like not necessarily a material, like shifting from one place to another, but doing so on an internal basis, feeling this like burning up and restarting in your heart and your chest. Again, a lot of yellow, so that solar plexus, it sits kind of in your sternum area, and again, that has to do with bravery, leaping forward with courage and passion. So that is what is in your future, Pile 1. this could also have to do with communication. The stone that you chose, this chrysocolla, does have to do with communicating in a clear and loving way. That might be this transformation that is happening. You know, with self-esteem, saying I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. Maybe that is what you are needing to transform into, is a communicator who can, from a place of stability and like being true to yourself, communicate with others and help them out. I think that is about it. Got some good things coming in your future. Again, this is going to happen really suddenly, so be prepared for that, and embrace any big changes that are happening. It's going to get you out of this kind of disappointed, unsure energy and into a place of self-love. If this resonated at all, please like, share, comment, or subscribe. And I hope to see you at our next reading. Thank you, pile 1. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the second pile. All right, pile 2 is the clear quartz pile. Clear quartz is kind of an amplifier of whatever is touching. So it could be a lot of different things, but it's a purifying, really kind of, pure light energy type of crystal. Your first card is Crocodile. Second card is the Second House. You have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. The Two of Wands. The Page of Wands. And the Devil reversed. Then we have Earth School. Star Keeper. Cosmic Ancestor, see the light by staying grounded. And going back to Earth School for a second. It says life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. All right, and then baby steps. It says action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. Double mission, lightworker, starseed, serve the world by being you. Love, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And Kairos from the archetype, the Wild Unknown archetype deck. All right, so give me just a second here. Okay, so what I'm seeing happening next, or even kind of currently happening now, is quite a bit of shadow work. You may be involved in a turn of bad luck, or maybe a period of time where things have not really gone your way. But there has been some purpose to this. The purpose is to shake things up a little bit so that you can reflect on what is holding you back. With the crocodile and the devil reversed, I'm getting the sense of something that's been lurking internally, something that is not allowing you to move forward, to, or even to think of the possibilities in the future moving forward. Really feels like you're kind of stuck, or not even stuck. You're in a period of respite where you are doing a lot of internal work. The crocodile it's something that's kind of hidden, and it could just be something that is hidden from the view of others. Again, something that is deeply internal. And the devil also hints at something that is being let go. You're currently letting it go. It is something that has been chaining you up, though, in the past. Maybe a bad habit, maybe, again, some sort of shadow in your personality that you don't really like to look at. But you're either going to be spending quite a bit of time with those facets of your personality that, again, you're not necessarily comfortable with, but that you have to work through in order to move into this Page of Wands energy. This shadow could have to do with your finances, with your material security. The second house has to do with stable foundations and security, and it usually is correlated with the material, with like accumulated wealth, accumulated assets. But it could be as simple as or I guess not really a simple concept, but it could be an internal stability instead. And something has rocked your foundations and brought this devil energy into light. But what is following that, what is coming in the future, is thinking about the possibilities that you can move into. It is a new start after a period of reflection and integration of what you have learned, and putting that new knowledge into your views of the future. With the Two of Wands, it's about taking a pause and thinking and researching and looking into what you want, what you actually want to be doing, in a way that is very fresh. It is a new start. And same with the Page of Wands. It's, again, kind of a student, childlike approach to a new creative pursuit or passion or action that you want to take. But again, it's going to be coming after kind of a quieter period where you are going to be reflecting on what that means for you. And there's a lot going on down here that could hint at what your particular journey is. For a lot of you, I'm feeling that it has to do with changing your views on material security from a view of what can be given to you to be stable, and instead what you can do to serve others and also create a stable, it's a little bit dirty, also create a stable foundation for yourself. Could be that you are experiencing that turn of bad luck with this Wheel of Fortune reversed, or have experienced that, because it's a way to reroute you and to get you on the right track. That is a track towards love. And that could be self-love, It could be extending love out to others, again, with this framework of service, of doing something that is going to be beneficial to others. Again, this is a period of reflection. So, it's about thinking. It's about thinking about what you want and realizing that it's going to take some time. With Kairos here, this is an energy of divine timing. It's an energy of maybe things, you're doing all that you can in a certain area, and it still is not quite getting you what you want. And again, that's because you have been rerouted in a sense, and you're starting anew with something. And Spirit wants you to know that this is going to take time, and it's going to take time in a way that might be unexpected, might even be a little bit frustrating as you are going through it, because you also have baby steps. Another card of kind of starting off, of taking little actions, moving towards a bigger goal. And even of taking little actions before you have fully, fully pictured that goal in your head. It does say follow your intuition before it makes sense. So there could be that component as well. This card over here, Earth School, does kind of also, oh, here we go, with life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. It does hint at something that might have been a little bit difficult. Again, a life lesson, a turn of events that didn't appear to be favorable, but that did teach you something. Ultimately, it did teach you to direct your attention into a different area or internally, so that you can ultimately pursue something that is more in line with who you are and what you're meant to be doing. Starkeeper gives us the advice as well to stay grounded as you are doing this. It seems like this period that is coming up might be a little uncertain, a little bit murky with the crocodile, but it is a period that is going to be for your benefit, for moving yourself towards the vibration of love in some way. Again, it does seem to have something to do with your sense of security. It might be a job, an opportunity that didn't happen, maybe that you had your sights on and that you're having to rethink. It could be about your emotional stability. There is very much this aspect of looking inside in order to figure out what to do next, and to figure out why this unfortunate circumstance happened in the first place. Again, it does feel like redirection, starting anew after something doesn't go quite as you had planned it to. But this new path, whatever you end up starting off on with this Page of Wands here, it is going to be more aligned with your purpose, with what you came to this earth to do, and it's going to ultimately create love within you, or you are going to be able to channel love in a way that is more beneficial both to you and to others. So again, if you're going through a rough patch right now, try to make the best of it by reflecting on what it is that this has taught you, that you are learning through this process, and realize that you do have the potential to start anew, to have a new beginning, and to be curious and passionate about a new path. But, you know, that is what is coming next. And right now you might be in more of this kind of murky devil crocodile energy. But be hopeful, stay grounded, and take little steps to get here. You don't have to do it all at once. Again, this is going to be more aligned with what you ultimately are wanting to do, but it is going to take time. I know that is frustrating to hear. I have heard that many times, so I feel you. But ultimately, it is going to be for your highest good to have the time with Kairos. You have the divine timing that allows you to take this opportunity to reflect and to think deeply about what you actually want. Yeah, I think that is gonna be it. Pile 2. Let me see if there's anything else here. Yeah, again, pretty much like do some shadow work, look at what you have learned from your past, or even from what you are currently going through, and then slowly step away from it. Figure out how you want to do things differently, and you will have this opportunity to start anew and move yourself towards love. Okay, yeah, so if you enjoyed that video, please like, comment, share, or subscribe. And I'm going to go ahead and move on to pile 3. Thank you for watching. Bye! Okay, pile 3, you chose this jade turtle. And jade has to do with luck and vitality. You know, among other things, the crystals are not really my area of expertise. All right, so your first card is Firefly. Second card is Aquarius. Then you have the Queen of Cups reversed. The Hermit reversed. Strength. See if I can get all of these up here. The 10 of Swords in this deck. There's 2 10 of Swords. This is the Modern Witch Tarot, and this one is the one that says everything is fine. And the King of Pentacles reversed. Just want to have all the tarot cards together. The hair. Big picture thinking. Oh, sorry. It says Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. We have the Seas of Mintaka. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. We have Abundance. That's exciting. Fear. Growth. And the Stone, and this did come out reversed. So let me just make sure you can see everything. Fireflies kind of... There we go. Okay, pile 3. So this is exciting stuff for sure. So what is coming next for you is... It's kind of both a period of isolation, which, you know, that doesn't sound very exciting, but it is a period of time where you are going to be able to really solidify who you are as an individual. Aquarius is an energy that is both about the community, but on a more singular level, it is about finding who you are as a unique individual within the community at large. And that is really what I'm getting for this next phase of your life, pile 3. You are in this process of really shining your individual light. Again, the firefly, we have nothing around him, but he is the source of all of the light on this card. And that is the role that you are going to be putting yourself in. Shining your own light for others to see, but mostly because it is aligning with who you are. You're really going to be in this period of figuring out who you are and what you ultimately want to be doing. Or maybe you have been in that period for a while, and it is continuing for a little bit. But it is also ultimately leading to abundance. Abundance and growth. You know, we love to see those cards. And there is fear here. You know, we do have, with the 10 of Swords and the Fear card, this anxiety. The 10 of Swords has to do with having a lot of anxiety about a situation. The Swords are mental energy. So they are representative of thoughts, fears, mental activity going on, and maybe putting you in a state of paralysis sometimes. But like the card says, everything is fine here. The 10 of Swords is the end of a cycle, so you are in the process of letting go of this fear, letting go of this anxiety, and I do strongly feel like it is about what other people think about what you are doing. Because what you are doing right now is, along with figuring out who you are shaking up some foundations. The King of Pentacles reversed in this this spread, I am reading it as something stable, something that feels solid, not really being for you. And I'm getting that with the Stone reversed here too. These are both cards of strong foundations, but with them reversed, it's indicative of a strong foundation that you no longer want. You know, it's something that you are growing away from. And I see in your future here, you really shaking that foundation up. And it makes sense that you have the 10 of Swords and this Fear card here. That is not an easy thing to do. You are really going to need to pull on your strength, your reserves, and your sense of self. And, you know, really solidify what it is you're wanting. And you have a couple of tools to do that here as well. You have the Queen of Cups reversed and the Hermit reversed. Both cards that are really strongly about giving to yourself. The Queen of Cups reversed is about extending your self-love. Self-love, you know, emotional maturity towards yourself. filling up your own cup and being compassionate with yourself. And the Hermit too is a very solitary energy. With it reversed, there is a little bit of a warning not to isolate yourself physically from others too much. You do need to utilize this Hermit energy and go inside, isolate in the sense that you are individualizing. You are figuring out what it is that makes your light shine. And you are thinking about your future in a really broad way. You have big picture thinking as well as this seeing potential with the Seas of Mintaka there. And again, you're kind of shaking up foundations. And this might be, with Aquarius energy, this might not be necessarily the popular thing to do or the thing that people in your life think you should be doing. Aquarius also has this rebellious streak. It's a very unique individual who goes against the grain, but it is ultimately in a way that is servicing others. But again, this energy that you are moving into is about how to be that individual, how to give to yourself enough that you are able to really have a solid foundation and be yourself for others without compromising who you are. Again, you have a lot of strength here. You might need to, these are all kind of tools. You might need to at times really be alone and give to yourself and let it roll off your back what other people think. You might need to strongly move forward in a way that, again, it seems scary, seems like it is going to end with you lying down, swords in your back. But again, this card, the swords are your thoughts, the swords are your anxieties. They're not an actual physical, tangible type of sword. Everything is fine, right? There's nothing going on that should be leaving you here. It's all in your mind. And that doesn't make it any less real, let me tell you. But it is something that you will be releasing in this next period of time. Releasing what other people think about you, releasing the things that used to make you feel secure, but now maybe feel like they're holding you back. And again, you're moving towards abundance and growth. Those are great things to see in your future. So it means you are making the right choices, even if it feels like you're really destabilizing for a little bit. You are ultimately, you're thinking about the bigger picture. You're thinking about how you can shine your light as an individual, and you are drawing on your strength to be that person, to be this kind of almost like alien floating on your saucer above everyone else. Again, there's a warning not to isolate too much and not to let your thoughts self-sabotage. But, keep this hermit mindset without what's the word? Man, a lot of difficulty with vocabulary this reading. Keep the hermit mindset of doing your own personal individual work and really staying true to yourself without denying your human need for others, for socialization, for being with other people. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't take periods of time to yourself. I strongly am going to recommend getting your alone time, getting your space, but don't isolate to the point where you are making yourself crazy in your cave. That has the potential to harm you instead of helping you on this journey. Other people sometimes can be helpful when you are, there's a mix of both. People can be helpful if they are in opposition because they further help you solidify what you have come here to do. And they can be helpful if you are sharing your ideas and they are reflecting back what they think of it. Doesn't mean you have to take all of their opinions or advice. It just means that you have bouncing boards out there. And ultimately, you are going to need to rely on yourself and what you know is right for you. But that doesn't mean you have to stop seeing other people or asking for advice. Definitely reach out if you need to. Just know that ultimately you know what is best for you. And again, you might have fear, you might have doubts going through here. You're shaking up a lot. You're destabilizing, but it is all for your benefit. And remember also to think of the big picture, to realize that what you are moving towards is a whole new kingdom, a whole new land of being, because you're the only one who can do it with this Aquarius energy, with this Firefly energy. You are an individual, a completely unique, never before seen, never before experienced person, and you can make whatever it is that you know is right for yourself. Even if right now things seem to be unstable, things seem to be scary, you are moving in the right direction. That is what is coming in your future, Pile 3. And again, you have Jade, which is a symbol for luck, good fortune. But with the turtle, it might come in slow. That might be why it is important to think of the big picture, and to take the time that you need, just time out that you need from others, and why you're going to need to pull on your strength. But again, be confident about who you are and where you are going, and you will get this abundance. You will get all of the happiness that you have been wanting. Okay, thank you guys. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you at our next video. Thank you, Pile 3. Bye!